Hey guys, a lovely good evening to everyone. I'm your host Avinash and welcome back my channel, The Learning Destination. Guys, in this sessions, we are going to see that how we can install the CloudWatch agent on EC2 instance. So this is the entire procedure, guys. So basically, we are going to install this CloudWatch agent on this EC2 instance. So we can pull up the metrics and the system logs. And after that, we can directly, through the system log, we can directly export it into the S3 bucket. If you want to automate this entire process, you can use the Lambda functions. Here, the matrix you cannot directly export to S3 bucket, but you can automate this entire process through the Lambda functions. Okay, there is two ways, guys. One, we can do it the CloudWatch agent installation through the CLI. That in this sessions we are going to cover that one. Then after that, we can also do it through the SSM. It means if your system session manager is enabled, you can do it through the AWS console as well. Hey guys, so let me tell you a bit of story behind it, why I am covering this. So actually I'm working on different project which consist of three parts, and it is one of them. And this is the first part of that project. Okay, so when I was installing myself CloudWatch agent on EC2 instance because I want this metrics, then I was facing a little bit challenges. Then I thought that it might be possible that if others wants to do that, they may also face the issue, and that's the reason that I was thinking like that. No, there is a problem, and I need to solve it, and then I need to represent it to my audience, to my viewers, so they won't have any challenges. And that is the reason that I decided to cover it. All right, guys. So we have pretty much done from the theoretical sections. Let's jump into the practical sessions. So we have this EC2 instance. It is completely right now blank. I haven't yet enabled the CloudWatch agent. By the way, if I do it through the console, which I already mentioned, right? So for that, you need to enable the SSM. So if SSM is enabled, you can do it from here as well. Okay. So, but right now I prefer to go with the CLI, and later on I will take you here that how we can do it through the console as well. Okay. So, I mean, one default part is already enabled under the monitoring sections. The CloudWatch is already enabled. Those kind of metrics you can find under all the metrics. And then after that, you can come to the EC2 sections. Let me take you there. Okay, so here, basically, if you come here, you will find all the metrics. Okay, let me select the EC2 here, and then click here, and then after that you will see the CPU matrix or RAM matrix related with this instance. So you come down here and then you will find the matrix instance, right? So here you can see IOPS value read write matrix, and then CPU matrix, etc. But when you enable the CloudWatch agent, you can do the in-depth monitoring, and you can customize the metrics. Let's say you want only some certain field from the CPU utilization, or some certain field from the RAM utilization, right? So those kind of stuff you can do it. Okay, so that I'm going to show you anyway. Then if I come here, the logs group. Okay, so which I mentioned here, the logs group. So right now I was showing this part, but this part is basically like, guys, the CPU, RAM, IOPS, data stat, those kind of things you can see here. But system logs, applications logs, you can see under this logs group. Okay, so here you don't see any logs. Like, I mean, currently there is a no logs group. I haven't yet created any logs group which belong to matrix, that I am going to show you now. Okay, so this is the another way that when you install the CloudWatch agent, you can enable it the logs group. Okay, so those things we are going to see that. Okay, let's get back here. So this is the system. Right now I'm going to connect it, and after that we can do the installations and we'll do the configuration. Okay guys, let's time to connect this machine. So I'm going to, you can connect through the session manager as well. I'm going to connect through EC2 instance connect here. By the way guys, these two things like EC2 connect and SSM manager is helping you environment where you don't have the port, I mean, you don't have the accessibility on SSH port like 22. It is blocked due to security and compliance reasons. So you can use these things to access your instances. Okay, let me become the root, else each and every time I need to use the sudo. Okay, after that, this command, actually guys, I already make one separate repository for that, and the link which I am going to give in the description sections, you can take it from there. Okay, so under the readme.md I will write all the steps. Okay, these are steps. So first of all we need to update the instance. Okay, so those I'm going to do it now. Update the instance quickly, and then we are going to download the package from the Amazon official S3 bucket, this package. And by the way guys, you can see that I'm taking the package .dev because this is the Ubuntu system. So make sure that if you are trying to install on CentOS, Red Hat or Amazon Linux, you should use yum installations. Okay, yum package manager. Okay, then after that I'm going to download this file here. Should be quick. 1920. Almost done. Okay, this is done. So we can check here. This is the package. After that, we need to run this. Oh, this one is already done. Okay, so now we need to, what we need to do, we need to install this. Okay, we need to install the CloudWatch agent from this package. So for that, we can run this command. Okay, we are now installing -i from this. Okay, install it. Okay, so the moment when you install, basically there is a directory under the OPT. You will find the directory AWS, and then hands on you will have until here you will have the directory. Okay, and then this file you need to create it. This is the configurations file guys, basically for CloudWatch agent. So I am going to open it. Okay, this is the new file that we need to make it. And then after that we need to write the matrix. Okay, so for that guys, there is a repository. I'm going to give this link in the description sections by the name CloudWatch. This is the repository in my GitHub account. And then after that, you see this Amazon CloudWatch -agent. I exactly give the same name, so when you copy, you won't have any confusions on the name here. Okay, Amazon CloudWatch agent. So you need to copy this one entire matrix. Copy and then come here, insert. Okay, so here the logs group. Now if you remember, which I mentioned about the this logs, right? Logs group. That logs group, if you mention whatever the names, it will be appear here basically under the logs group here. Okay, so that I'm going to enable here. So I'm giving it name matrix only, so we can easily identify. And then here I already I'm capturing only these metrics: CPU, usage, ideal, user, and user system, right? And depends on the requirement, you can mention more metrics, whatever you want to track, right? Those things. So basically, right now here I am showing you that this is the configuration file. Now, depends on your requirement, you can capture a lot of metrics, whatever you want. Okay, then save it. After that, you need to start CloudWatch agent. Okay, so let's start the CloudWatch agent quickly. Okay, it is started. Alright guys, so CloudWatch agent is started. After that, we need to run this command. We need to validate it. Okay, and I will tell you what does it mean. Okay, so basically this command by default guys, let me first run it. Okay, so validation is succeeded. Actually, by default, the CloudWatch agent takes the latest configurations file from these locations. That is the reason what this command does. It is fetching all the configuration details for this EC2 instance from these locations. Okay, so right now, if I go at these locations, I cannot find this file. I cannot find this file. Okay, let me show you. If I do, because the configuration has been already fetched. Okay, no such file or directory. So and let's check the status of this one, and we can restart it again with the latest configurations. Okay, and if we see right now status, it if you can easily see that this file is not exist. Okay, but don't worry guys, this is not the error, because the CloudWatch by default it takes always the latest configuration file, and because of this nature it is not allowing us to maintain configuration file at two places. Okay, so we can see now right now the logs here, the logs group. Okay, let's this one refresh it. So we cannot see that, right? The logs group which we have mentioned is the matrix. Okay, so for that what we, okay, so do you know what is the reason? The reason is that this EC2 instance doesn't have the role to write the logs inside this CloudWatch. Okay, so we need to attach one role to this EC2 instance that has the ability, that gives the ability CloudWatch agent to write the logs. Okay, so we can change the IAM role. I have already created one IAM role, and basically I will show you that what kind of permissions I have given here. So let me first update it. Okay, I don't think so there is a restart required, but just for the safer side, let's see, we can reboot this instance and wait for a few seconds. Okay, and we can again refresh it. So for now, yeah, so we can see that. Okay, once the role is updated, then we can see that the matrix is appeared here, right? So this is the matrix which we have given in under the configurations file, and we can see this matrix. So we can see this logs here, right? Because it just started, no older events. Okay, so we can get the logs in some time. Maybe we can give a restart once again, this one. Okay, so this system is restarted, so we take the new sessions from here. Okay, matrix, come down, matrix, connect. Okay, let's restart this one. And here we can refresh it if we get some logs. So this is the latest update. Okay, okay, so we have started getting the all the logs. This is the system logs, guys. Okay, so if you have system logs, application logs, those kind of logs, you can get it here. And if we go right now in all metrics, and if you remember that we have given these metrics, right? CPU uses ideal for the matrix. So these metrics we can find under the all metrics, and we come here, CW agent also we can see here, and we can enlarge it a bit, and then we can find our instance metrics, and then we can check it. Let me show you. CPU credit uses, what is our matrix? Uses ideal, uses user, right? Uses ideal, uses user. All right guys, so basically we need to track this down. Okay, we need to measure these metrics. Okay, so I was checking wrongly. So basically you need to come here under the all metrics, and then from all metrics, okay, so let me show. Once you come in all metrics, and there are different level of metrics here, so you need to go, because this one I enabled CW agent, and then you see these options. Let me little bit pull up instance ID CPU. Okay, you go here, and then this side you will find your matrix name. So this is our instance name, matrix, right? This is our instance name. and then you can see the related metrics, right? Usage system, CPU usage ideal, and CPU usage user, and these are the metrics that we defined it, right? Ideal system user. So these kind of metrics we can see here, and if you can run the query, right, and you can see graph this metric only like that. So current, you can see here, so there is nothing, I mean there is no matrix so far now because this instance we have just enabled. So you can see some point is something is coming, CPU usage, I mean it's very negligible, right? So when you have extensive load in at that times, you can see a lot of graph ups and downs, right? So but basically the thing is that the point is that we are able to successfully track the metrics which we have defined here under the configurations file, right? So those you can see under the CW agent. Okay, and for system logs, you can check under the logs groups, and the logs group, the name we have given AWS matrix here. All right guys, so we can check here all the logs. Okay guys, so we are able to see all the metrics here. Okay, then let's check once again the diagram. So far now we have completed until here. So we have installed the CloudWatch agent on this EC2 instance, and after that we are successfully able to see the metrics as well as the system logs under the Amazon CloudWatch. Okay, now I'm moving to the next part where I'm exporting manually. I'm exporting manually these system logs into S3 bucket. Okay, so I am under S3. I need to visit the S3 first. Okay, so what we can do, we can go to logs group. So if you see this diagram, okay, only the system logs group you can manually export under the S3 bucket. If you want to export the matrix, you need to write some kind of a script here, and that you can run through the lambda functions. Okay, so we have the logs group here for this instance. It's taking a bit longer time, not sure why. Okay, so this is our logs group, and we can go inside here, and this one we can import it, sorry, we can export it. Okay, so we can say export data to Amazon S3. Okay, so and after that we can choose here the S3 bucket. So I am going to store under this bucket. Okay, then export. So right now we are getting error saying that could not create export task, get bucket ACL call on the given bucket failed. Okay, so please check if CloudWatch logs has been granted permission to perform these operations. You know guys, why it is happening? The reason under we haven't given the permissions on this bucket. Okay, so we need to set the permissions, basically the bucket policy that we need to define here. So in bucket policy, we go here, and in my repository, if you go in CloudWatch repository, there is a already file called s3 bucket policy.json. You copy this entire things and you paste it here under the bucket policy, and then change your bucket name. So bucket name is, what is the bucket name? So you can copy this bucket name and replace it here. So basically I'm giving CloudWatch permissions to write the logs under this bucket. Okay, this one, logs.amazon.com. It is now, it will be allowed to write the logs under this bucket. Okay, save changes. Let's try again. Export. So this time you can see that successfully created export task. Okay, delete this. Let's check whether we are getting, whether we have received logs or not. So this is the bucket where we exported the logs. Refresh it. Okay, so here we can see that basically you can see here exported logs, and here, okay, so this is the zip logs in zip format. Okay, so if you download this zip format, you will get all the logs. Basically you will getting this one, okay. Now, so suppose you don't want to do it manually, right? So because right now if I keep doing like this, right, each and every time I need to export it manually, but I want some system where I can when the logs is generated, same times it should be transferred into the S3 bucket. So if we want such kind of system, then we need to take a help. Like basically we want to automate this entire process. So at these conditions we need to implement the lambda functions. So lambda functions basically pull all the logs and it will then export it to S3 bucket. Same things happens in same things you can do it in terms of matrix. You can write a lambda functions that will pull all the metrics and dump it into the S3 bucket. Okay, so this part I'm not going to cover as of now, maybe I will take later on. Okay, because this tutorial is specifically for how you can install the CloudWatch agent and how you can pull the logs and what kind of configurations that we need to do. Okay, those things I wanted to show you under this video. Okay, so but guys, as I mentioned earlier, like this is the one of the part of my bigger project. Okay, that project I have divided into the three sections, and in upcoming days you will have a chance to learn all those things. Okay, it's I mean, stay in touch with this channel because that is very interesting topic, guys. Okay, so yeah, I think I am done with this. Nothing much to show as of now. Okay, one more thing, guys. Sorry, I forgot. As I told you that I will also show you that how you can install through the SSM. Okay, and one more thing, the permissions which I have given, that also I want to show you. Okay, so you remember that I have added one I am role to this EC2 instance. I have assigned one I am role to this EC2 instance. So okay, this role I have attached to this EC2 instance. So basically the permissions I have given two permissions. One is administrator access. I think that is sufficient. We don't need to give this one. I have given this one because earlier this role was being used only for SSM purpose. That's why I was only assigning the SSM. But later on, when I was getting error for the CloudWatch agent that this EC2 instance doesn't have the permission, so I have assigned administrator access. However, here you can do the customizations if you don't want to only expose or give the administrative access to this role. Okay, this role is specifically these permissions you need to give if you want to install the SSM. Okay, so coming on to the EC2. So this EC2 instance, okay, so the moment when you give the SSM, when you enable the SSM, right, so you can connect through the SSM as well here, session managers. Okay, so the reason because I haven't yet installed the SSM into this. Okay, so on this instance, so if I want to install the SSM, I need to write the, if I'm not wrong, user data. Okay, that I can do it from where? Security, instance setting, modify instance, edit user data, right? So if I do it, then if I want to install the SSM now, I need to do it from here. So here I need to write the script, like this is the Ubuntu system, so I will give apt-get install and SSM, and before that I will highlight the package. Okay, so from there it will fetch. Okay, so okay, but the main thing is that as mentioned earlier, like having said that when we can install it through the AWS CloudWatch console as well. So then you need to come here, configure CloudWatch agent, next, and SSM agent, because for this you need to install the SSM. Okay, guys, if you face issue like how you can install the SSM, this is my YouTube channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, do it right now. There are various topics of videos you will get here. There are a lot of topics that I covered. Okay, so if you are visiting first time and haven't yet subscribed, then I will suggest do it right now. Okay, anyway, so then after that, if you come here, SSM, so I already covered this topic actually under my, so here in my YouTube channel, you need to search how to enable SSM manager. Okay, so you need to watch this video. Okay, I covered almost 8 months ago, my goodness. Okay, so if you don't know how to install SSM, you just refer this video, this one, and then it will be online. Okay, and then you need to do next. Okay guys, so what I did, actually I have one of the EC2 instance where SSM is already installed. Okay, so I shut down this instance because I have limited access, as this is the AWS free tier account. So I have limitations on vCPU, RAM, etc. Okay, so in once at a time I can only start one instance because of CPU capacity limitations. Okay, so this is the instance where I have already installed the SSM. So how does it look like, that I'm going to show you. So when you come monitoring, configure CloudWatch, next. Okay, it is saying that SSM agent status offline. Okay, so need to start SSM agent on this machine as well. Do next. Okay, let me start it first, SSM agent. Alright guys, so I have manually started the SSM agent. So now if I go here, configure CloudWatch, next. Now you can see that SSM agent status is online, next. And here the permissions, you remember I have assigned these permissions like SSM role EC2, right? So if there is no sufficient permissions, you will be getting here, you will be getting error here. Okay, then after that, CloudWatch agent installed, yes, it is installed. And when you do through the SSM, we have just now done through the CLI, so it is showing agent install. And when you do through the SSM, it means if you haven't yet done through the CLI, it will install here at this moment. Okay, then next. And here the matrix which we have defined under the configurations file here, let me show you. So the matrix which we defined here, right? So those kind of matrix you can select here, okay, under this one. And if you want, you can more metrics you can select from here one by one, right, in each sections. Okay, then after that, configurations details. So you can somehow, okay, so here if you see right now, if I do it, it will overwrite my current configurations file. It means it will overwrite this one. Okay, I need to find the way that how we can edit this data, because if I go through the SSM role, and here if you here you see I have defined the logs group, right? Logs group I have defined it. These logs group we are getting here, this one I am talking about. So there is a log groups called metrics, right? This one I have defined. So if I don't have the way to edit this here, and if I do next and submit, then it will this configurations will overwrite this file, this configurations file. Then I will lose this metrics. Okay, so that is one of the reasons that I wanted to show you through the CLI, because through the CLI we can get proper all the metrics and logs group. Okay, so this was one of the reason. Anyway, I will try to troubleshoot this one, that how we can edit, and if I want to do it through like that through the console, then how I can define the logs group here. Okay, so this was the reason that I firstly tried through the CloudWatch agent through the CLI, not through the SSM. Okay, so I think guys, that's all from these sessions. I hope you really enjoyed these sessions. It seems easy, it is a small sections, but since I wanted to take you each and every aspect, and at the same time I wanted to explain everything, and there is some troubleshooting also we did just now, right? That's why. So I hope you really enjoyed these sessions. Okay, so if you have any questions, just write me in the comment sections. Okay, I will answer it there and there. And this is my YouTube channel. Okay, so feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel. It's 𝗖𝗹ន់𝗪 the learning destinations, and here are a lot of topic. Then apart from that, you can connect me, you can follow me on LinkedIn. This is my ID, 𝗖𝗹ន់𝗪, and even you can directly message me, you can directly reach me here. And then I have another YouTube channel which is specifically for fitness and blog by the name the 𝗂𝘆𝗪𝗁𝗪 Yoga. So if you are interested in fitness and the blogging, right, so you can just subscribe this channel as well. Okay guys, see you. Thank you so much for watching this. I'll see you in my next video. Till that time, thank you so much. Take care guys. Bye bye.